After all the drama, it has came down to a two-horse race. Welcome back to the channel, Steven Gerrard or Russell Martin. Oh, if you didn't laugh, you'd cry. And I'll be honest, I'm not bothered about Gerrard, right? I kind of want Gerrard back because there's like just no one else that seems to be linked with this job, and I will defend Gerrard against a lot of people. But if there's anyone out there that's pretending they would rather Russell Martin over Steven Gerrard, they need to give their head a wobble, man. Right? That's not right. See Gerrard, right? I am not going to sit here and defend what he's done at Villa or over in Saudi Arabia. I'm not. Villa, he looked like he was taking them down to the Championship. Unai Emery took them to the Champions League, crashed out. Well, I think crashed out. It was like a what was it? It wasn't exactly a pile up against the potential winners in PSG. They took PSG really close. Hell, they took them closer than Arsenal at the end of the day. I mean, Villa were a shot away in like the 95th minute for forcing extra time. That's a lot more than what Arsenal can say. But yeah, what matters to me is what you've done for Rangers and what you've done in this league. Russell Martin has done hee haw. I mean, some people probably won't even remember that the guy had a 6 month spell at us and he was ranked rotten and not as manager, as a player. So again, yeah, again, it doesn't really matter what you've done as a player. But look at Gerrard, right? See, honestly, see what he done as a manager, right? For Villa and in Saudi Arabia. To me, it's irrelevant, right? What would you rather, right? Gerrard have done, folks. Would you have rathered him come into Rangers and got sacked after 6 months, but then did well at Villa and then did well in Saudi Arabia, then come back? Or would you have rathered this situation where he came in, stopped the 10, rebuilt us, made us good in Europe again, then went to Aston Villa, shite, and Saudi Arabia, shite? I'd definitely rather the latter. It's almost like people would, in a weird way, want it flipped. Yeah, would we all rather Gerrard to have won the Premier League with Villa and won the Saudi League and all these different accolades at those two clubs? Aye, but the reality is that puts Gerrard out of our range. He is like he is like the last guy pretty much that we're going to be. He's the last guy that won us a league that we can hire as a manager, right? That's the reality. And I know people are greeting about the fact that he walked out. But see if you look back in October, November 2021, can't remember which month it was. It was one of the two, brother. Right? This guy wasn't backed in the summer, and I kind of don't blame him for leaving in a way. And I don't think you should leave, right? But you've got to look at him. He's not a Rangers man. He's a Rangers manager, right? It's not like he's Barry Ferguson. He bleeds red, white, and blue. This guy, a couple months beforehand, sat in the stands, right, with McCoist and Chris Boyd and said, we need to fix the roof while the sun is shining, not before any leaks creep in and all that stuff. And what happened? They did not back him. They gave him diddies in that summer, right? John Lundstrom was all right, but Juninho Bacuna, right? Guys like that. I can't even remember who else was signed in that summer window, man. Honestly, tragic state of affairs. Who else? That guy was. What was that guy called? No, not the right back. Actually, he was signed. Anyway, that summer was disgusting, man. Like, see if you actually look at right that summer and who Celtic signed and who we signed. Is it any surprise that by the end of the year we lost the league title? I don't think it is. See if Gerrard was backed in the summer, right? And I mean, we were still top of the league when he left. But see if he was backed in the summer, I would understand being a bit more disgruntled towards the guy, right? In terms of the fact that he did leave us. But I think some people are forgetting the state we were when he brought us in, and when he came in, sorry, when we brought him in. We were getting scudded pretty much every game against Celtic. 4-1, 5-1, 5-0, 4-0, right? Etc. 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 Hell, we couldn't even beat Aberdeen to second. We got absolutely disgraced in the Europa League qualifiers the year before to Progress Niederkorn, and pretty much immediately Gerrard came in, right, and sorted this team out and got us into Europe and made us competitive against Celtic. Yeah, we didn't win the league for the next 2 seasons, but let's be real. See as shite as this Rangers team is in 2024-25, we're guaranteed Europa League football no matter what. We've got Champions League qualifiers. We are on the verge of a takeover that can hopefully make us spend a bit more money, right? And as shite as this group of players are, and trust me, there is a lot of shite in this team. We've got a better team than when Gerrard took over us back in 2018. That's a fact. Now, well, I say we've got a better team. We've got superior players, right? Like Nico Raskin, Igamani, guys like that. Now, obviously, as a team, this season's been a mess, and defensively, it's probably up there as some of the worst you'll ever see. But from my point is that Gerrard has actually he's got a better foundation for me in the summer of 25 than he had in the summer of 2018. I think that is undoubtedly true. You know, European football's guaranteed. The 49er takeover's about to come in. I'm convinced that he will be backed more in this summer than he was in that summer after we won the league. He will do better. And, I mean, I don't think it's a bold thing to say. I think if Gerrard becomes Rangers manager, we'll win more trophies than he did the first time round. I think he's got to win more trophies than the first time round. He's got to. But it's, well, what do people deem a success? Like, say Gerrard's only here. Say Gerrard's here 2 years, right? And say he wins 4 out of 6 trophies, but not one of them's the league title. You know, are people going to bury his cup return? Or are they going to be like, well, I preferred it the first time round when he won us a league? We'll have to wait and see. But for me, I think Gerrard's a no-brainer. I think it's a no-brainer. He would win more than he did the first time round. The foundations are better this time around, all right? And don't make no mistake about it. Celtic, right, are good right now. I'm not going to sit here and pretend otherwise. But the gap between us and them was way bigger back in like the 2017-18 season than it is right now. We've proved we can beat them. Barry Ferguson has took 4 points out of 6 against Brendan Rodgers' Celtic. Yeah, they're on the verge of a treble, but I think you'd be a liar to say that the gap now is bigger than what the gap was then. And Gerrard, he's been at Rangers before. He's won us a league title before. He's rebuilt us before. Why can't he do it again? Ideally, you might go for somebody else, right? I've seen people comment like, oh, he got 1 out of 9 trophies. There's no guarantee. There's zero evidence he's going to produce any more trophies this time round. Yo, there's zero evidence that anyone we could appoint is going to bring trophies in. Yo, Clement, league titles a guide one, right? Michael Beale was apparently the brains behind 55. I mean, I never labelled that, but people did, right? Even if we went and see, unless you're getting like Jurgen Klopp or Pep Guardiola, guys of that ilk, guys of that magnitude, then I would say, well, we're guaranteed trophies then because they are top drawer. We're not in that field. I don't understand this logic about, well, like, see Muscat, Knutson, right? I would prefer one of those two over Gerrard. I truly would. But can we honestly sit here and say that it's a guarantee that those guys would win more trophies in Celtic over like the course of their contract, which might be 3 years? You can't. There's no guarantees. If there's guarantees, it'd be made. You go sign the guaranteed guys. Don't understand it, but for me, I'm not even going to entertain Russell Martin. I'm not going to talk about what he's done in his career. It cannot be Russell Martin. See how depressing next season and beyond's going to be if Russell Martin's the next Rangers manager. It's a 2-horse race, man. It's like that Kevin Bridges meme. It's like, well, we lost a horse. Well, we've lost a horse in Russell Martin, all right? It needs to be Steven Gerrard. It can only be Steven Gerrard, folks. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Till next time. Peace.